Hey guys, welcome back. So we are starting off, we're still going to be looking at triangles. We finished last semester looking at triangles and we're going to keep looking at triangles. But this semester we're going to be looking at, or starting with side lengths. So today we're going to look at something called Pythagorean Theorem. So this only works with right triangles. So first we're going to look at some vocab and then we're going to look at how we can find a missing side length. So first let's review what a right angle is. So a right angle, that's when we have a 90-degree angle. In our 90-degree angle, it's shown by having a box in the corner. So we can see we have one right here in this picture. This is our right angle. So if you do not have a right angle, we cannot use Pythagorean theorem. Then from the right angle, we have two different parts of the triangle. One is called the leg and the other is the hypotenuse. You might remember hearing these words from when we looked at, last semester we looked at different angle relationships, and there was the one that was hypotenuse leg, and we could only use it with a right angle. So our legs, these are going to be the two sides that are next to the right angle. So we have, here's our right angle. So next to the right angle, we've got a leg. And then down here, we have another leg. So those are the two sides that are next to the right angle. So we can go out from the right angle, we can go up from the right angle. Those are our legs. And then our hypotenuse is going to be the side that is across from the hypotenuse. So when we go across from the hypotenuse, we're going to go straight, or across from the right angle. So our hypotenuse is the side across from the right angle. So here we're going across from the right angle. This will be our hypotenuse. And that's always opposite the right angle or across. So how Pythagorean theorem works is you're given two side lengths and we're looking for side number 3. So these sides, they're going to have some letters that go with them. So for our formula for Pythagorean theorem, we'll use this every single time. It's going to be the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So our a and b, these are going to be our two legs. So it does not matter which one's a, which one's b. They just need to be the two sides that are next to the right angle. And then our hypotenuse will always be C. So C is always across from the right angle. So I can make a note here, my hypotenuse is going to be C. So this will be side C. And then my legs will be sides A and B. So I can do side A, I could do side B. If I wanted, I can make this side A and I can make this side B. It doesn't matter as long as A and B are on the legs. All right, so now let's practice. It seems confusing. I promise it'll be pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So first, we're going to look at how to find C. And we're still going to use this formula of a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So this is something you'll want to put in a special spot, put it in a big box, so that you can see it easy. All right, so example 1, here we're looking to find C. That's our letter that we have. So first, I'm going to write out what sides we do have. So for A, you can pick either one. I'm going to go A as standing up and down. So side A is 5. Side B, I'm going to say is on the bottom, which would be 12. And then side C, this is what we don't know yet. This is what we're looking for. So our formula that we're going to fill in is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I'm going to plug in A is 5. So here I would have 5 squared plus B, my B is 12. So I'll do 12 squared equals, and I can leave c squared. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to solve this. I'll show you one way with example 1, another way with example 2. You can pick which way you like best. So here I can go through and I can work this out. I can say, okay, what is 5 squared? So I can go to my calculator and press 5, and to get this squared, you use the x squared button. When I press enter, I get that 5 squared is 25. Plus 12 squared, which is 144, equals c squared. So now I need to add these 2 together. 25 plus 144, which gets 169. But I still have this little squared here. So to get rid of the square, I need to do something called the square root. When you do the square root, this will take away, it undoes that square. So to get that in the calculator, I can press second and then x squared. You'll see in blue is the little square root. And then I can type 169, press enter, and I'll find that c equals 13. And that's my final answer. So if you want, you can work through these steps and put them in your calculator. That's one way to get the answer. Another way is if we look at example 2, let's again start by labeling what A, B, and C are. So A, I could put that A is the side and B is the top. So A would be 8, B would be 8, and C is my question mark. So to solve this, I'm using this formula again, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So when I go to plug these in, my A squared is going to be 8 squared, because A is 8, plus B squared, B is also 8, equals C squared. So one way we could solve this is we can use the numeric solver. So we can get here, if you remember from last semester, we would press math, then the up arrow, and we go to numeric solver. So for E1, I can type in 8 squared plus 8 squared. And then for E2, I can put C squared. Now there's not a C here, so I'm just going to use X squared. Then I press enter, and to get our answer, I would push alpha, graph. And here I'll get an answer of X equals 11.3. So again, if you like to show all the steps, you can work out all of those steps. If you just want to put it in the numeric solver, you can just put it in the numeric solver. All right, so this is how we find C. So now we're going to look at 2 more examples of how we could find A or B. So we'll use that same formula, but this time we're going to be having things in a different spot. So if we look at example 4, here I can see the letter A. So when I go to list out my sides, I have A. So across from my right angle is C. So this has to be B. So if I think about what is A, B, and C, A, I don't know what A is. B is 3. And C, across from that right angle, is 7. So using the same formula of A squared plus B squared equals C squared, I can plug in what I know. So A, we don't know A. So I'm just going to leave that as A squared. Plus B is 3 equals C squared. C is 7. So again, I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can solve it. First, we'll work out all the steps, and then we'll look at the numeric solver. So to start, I need to square 3 and square 7. So I'm going to go 3 squared is 9, and 7 squared is 49. So when I go here, I would have A squared plus 9 equals 49. And now I need to get the A by itself because that's what we're looking for. What is A? So to do that, I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. So now my 9's go away. I'm left with A squared equals 49 minus 9 is 40. And then again, I need the opposite of this square. So the opposite of the square is a square root. So I'll have A equals the square root of 40. So here I want second square root. I'm going to type in 40, and here I'll get 6.3. So our side A, oh, there it goes. All right, side A is equal to, what was it, 6.3. And that's our answer. All right, let's look at one more, and we'll look at with the numeric solver this time. So example 5, if we look for what letter is missing, we've got 25, we have 7, and we have B. So again, I want to see across from the right angle will be my C. So C, I have B, so this last piece must be A. So if I think about A, B, C, A, we said is 7. B, oh, we don't know what B is. And C, across from my right angle, is 25. So using this same formula of A squared plus B squared equals C squared, I'm going to plug in what I know. So A is 7 squared plus b, ooh, there's a question mark there, so I don't know what b is, equals c squared, so c is 25 squared. So we can go back and use the numeric solver. So I can go math, up, enter. And in example 1, I'm going to type in this first part. So I'm going to type in 7 squared plus, oh, there's no b, so I'll just do x squared. And then in the second line, I'm going to put 25 squared. Then I'll press enter, alpha graph, and here my answer is 24.00, so I can just say x, or b equals 24. All right, so now you're going to have some examples where you have to find the value of what is c, and then you'll also have some where you have to find a or b. If you have any questions about where these numbers came from or help putting a, b, and c on your triangles, please ask me or Miss B, and we are happy to help y'all. So, good luck, and let us know if you need any help.